Go Bobby Beast here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is, what if Raina was in Book 2 Ghost? Now, for you Power fans out there that don't know who Raina is, I know everybody does, but there are some fans out there that's just Book 2 fans, and basically, for those of you that don't know who Raina is Tariq's twin sister. Tariq is a twin, and I think some people forget that he is a twin, especially if you're more of a later season fan of the first series and you're a fan of Book 2 Ghost. Raina is mentioned throughout the series. Now, they do not forget Raina whatsoever, but at the same time, there's some people out there that might forget that Tariq had a twin. Now, what if Raina was in Book 2 Ghost? How things would have played out? Raina had got to a point where she wanted to play and help Tariq out. What I mean by that is play a part in what he was doing. When Tariq got involved with the streets through Kanan and Jukebox and all of them, when Raina learned that Tariq was in trouble with Ray Ray, she came to confront Ray Ray. Ray Ray, being the cold, dirty cop he was, he just took her out and didn't care nothing about it. So when it comes down to it, if Raina lived and if she was still around, how would things have played out? I don't believe that Ghost would have died. I think what would have happened is, because really Raina, her death really helped destroy the St. Patrick family. I know a lot of people say it's Ghost and Angela, and that really caused some separation, but really the St. Patrick family was still strong. Ghost still had commitments to the family. He still was looking out for them, even though he was with Angela. And so I don't think Ghost would have been taken out. If anything, if Tariq was coming for Ghost and Raina learned about it, Raina would have possibly have taken out Tariq, I think. So there's a what if conversation there I'll probably come up with somewhere down the line. But if Raina somehow made it into Power Book 2 Ghost, let's say Ghost got so angry with Tariq that he cut him off out of the fortune, didn't want nothing to do with him, just put him out of the whole situation, then Tariq would have ended up in a very similar situation in what he's in. Ghost would have said, you are still going to go to college, you're still going to do your thing, but when it comes to money, I'm not going to give you no money. I'm not going to do anything for you. You're going to be committed to your college, and if you pass your college, you get whatever I'll have for you if you pass. Because Ghost would have gone out his way to do that to Tariq. So that means Tariq would have ended up in the same situation with the Tejadas. Now, he wouldn't have ended up in the situation with Davis and all of them through Tasha going to jail over being a queen pin. It would have been a situation where possibly he ended up coming across Davis to defend him in the Ray Ray case and have Davis to have his back. And Raina would have been right there to support her brother despite whatever it is that was going on. And she would have been with Tariq having his back, and they would have been talking with one another, chilling with one another. And it would have been, if Tariq is working with the Tejadas, Raina would say, I would have to be here to have your back against the Tejadas. And it would have been Tariq, Raina, and Braden together as a three-way team. And I know Raina would have been keeping her eyes on Effie the whole time. Like, she would have never trust her. If anything, if Raina was around, Tariq would have had an extra person, an extra strong person who thinks very sharply, very smart, like Ghost, and would have had his back. If anything, Tariq, if Raina was around, he would have been okay, because Raina would see shit he's not seeing. Raina would have paid attention to things he's not paying attention to. As a matter of fact, I would go as far to say Raina would have probably dropped Kane's ass a long time ago after the first attempt on trying to get Tariq taken out, and wouldn't have cared about it. And I even think that, she would have been cool with Diana. She would have been cool with Drew. Monet, she would watch Monet, or either get to the point where she feels as though Monet is acting like she a boss, but she want to show Monet she's a boss as well. And she would have went head to head with Monet. Now, when it comes to Mecca, Raina would have probably peeped the situation a long time ago, even though Monet kept it secret. Raina is the type of person that she will go and she would look and see things, and nobody would know she was doing it, because she was good at finding out information. And so with that being said, she would have probably exposed the Mecca situation a long time ago, as well as exposed the fact that Kane would have been working with Mecca if he was still alive. And just like Effie wanted to take out Kane again, Raina would have done it. So when it comes down to it, if we would have got to season 3, Raina was still there and they were dealing with Noma, Raina would have definitely been somebody who would have had their back against Noma. But I think Raina would have got Ghost involved, and Ghost would go out his way to take Noma down, looking at the fact that Noma was becoming after Tariq, and Raina would be like, Dad, this is a little too much, we need you to step in. And I think Ghost would be like, I don't want nothing to do with the situation, but then he would look at Tariq and be like, okay, I'm going to step in the situation. So basically, by the time we got to book 4 and Tariq was dealing with Carter and all of them, Ghost and Raina and all of them would have been involved. Tommy would have been involved as well. It would have been a different situation if Raina was there. things would have went better for Tariq if Raina was there. I mean, potential relationships. Raina would have probably, I'm gonna throw this in there. She probably would have liked Kane to some degree, right? Because I can see Kane hollering at Raina. Potentially Braden. I could definitely see that happen as well, even though it would have been like a brotherly, sisterly relationship. They probably would have ended up liking one another. Those are like romance potentials I saw for Raina in the series so far. So, that's pretty much what I see. If Raina was in book 2 Ghost, this is how I think things would have played out. I think, Tariq would have had somebody who would have had his back. I think things would turn out a lot better for him than it did in the series if Raina was there. So that's how I think things would have played out if Raina was in Power Book 2 Ghost. But that's pretty much all I got to say in regards to that. I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy, Bobby Beast here. Just want to say much love, much respect, hold it down, and whoa.